What's up guys, Hunter's Trophy here, and today I'm going to discuss the new Destiny leak of the Taken King, and it's called Destiny 2.0. And we're going to discuss it throughout this video. If you guys have any comments, concerns, whatever you want to call it, put it down in the comment section. I'll be sure to read it. I'll read them all. Okay, so Bungie is currently working on what is called Clan 2.0, in which you and your clanmates may be able to give each other buffs in a game. These possibly earned through meeting certain clan requirements. So clans, as you guys know, aren't really, the biggest thing in Destiny. You just have a fancy name under your gamer tag, which it'll be nice to actually see that we get to use stuff, and it'd be really cool to see what they mean by other buffs, because the only buffs that there are like telemetries, the Iron Banner, and the Nightfall. So we should see. Cade 6 and Zavala the Hunter and Titan Vanguard both play big roles in the Taken King. Not quite sure how they will be incorporated though. It'll be really nice to see the Vanguard, both Hunter and Titan, incorporated into this new DLC, because they don't really do anything. Let's face it, Ikora Ray and then the Cade 6 and Zavala don't do anything. They just sit in the tower, and then just when you give them stuff throughout the story, they give you stuff. That's about it. The next one. Artifacts are in fact not going to be relics, but something completely different. Quoted, they're going to be much cooler, giving Guardians new effects and new ways to play, which will be really interesting. Hopefully it's something different, as it says, and hopefully it doesn't lie, because I don't feel like having to cleanse people and use a sword in a brand new raid. So it'll be, let's just face it, it's not gonna happen. If it does, I'll be surprised. Actually, I won't be, because they did it, and they'll have a hard time, but I wonder what it's going to be. We'll never know until September. Although this is probably well known, Eris Morn will be a huge part in the story of the Taken King. She will be the main quest giver, just like in the Dark Below DLC, except this time maybe she'll actually help us instead of sitting in the tower like an asshole and then yelling at us through our microphones. There will be 3 separate bosses in the Dreadnought raid as seen in the trailer. So throughout this video I have the trailer playing, guys. Those 3 big guys will be the bosses. 2 plus Oryx or 3 plus Oryx. So that means we could get 4 bosses in one raid, which would be really, really cool. Something that sounds very exciting, the land tanks from the Cabal will be used and seen much more throughout the quest line. Hinted, they will be usable in the quests. Since we can use them on the quests, that'll be so cool. But hopefully they have room for 3, and maybe the driver, drives it, and you can also shoot, and then maybe there'll be 2 side guns. Hopefully they do something like that, so then everyone doesn't have like a giant tank and trying to get through a really small door. The Cabal, even though they are being hunted and taken, they are still not going to be an ally in the main questline. They will in fact turn to shoot at you just as they do in other patrol or missions. So, despite the fact that there is a Cabal distress signal on the Mars moon Phobos, the Cabal will still be shooting at us, as per usual. The new Taken abilities of Cabal, Fallen, Vex, and Hive are all going to be mirrors of supers or close to them. For example, Dregs will put up bubble shields just like the Defender Titan would. They would be used to counter certain supers of Guardians, such as Voidwalker or Gunslinger. It'll be interesting, because I don't want to see an Ogre blade dancing, or a Fallen Captain blade dancing. The Dreadnought patrol will be much larger and contain much more than normal patrols. Hidden treasures and secrets that will take months to figure out. A planet itself, but much larger. Thank God, because the planets themselves aren't that big. Venus is just one big circle, so is Moon, so is Mars, so is Earth. That's just how it is. Saturn will be non-explorable, as I really hope there might have been even a little like ship exploration of some sort, as it is a gas giant. That would not work, being Saturn is a gas giant, and if our ships even enter the atmosphere, they would probably explode. So far, we are halfway through the list, guys, and I am actually really excited for the Dreadnought patrol. I wonder how that's going to be. If there's hidden secrets, I wonder if maybe there's a hidden chest people will farm, because knowing Destiny, there's always those assholes who want to play the game and just cheese the crap out of it. They're like, oh, because I remember on YouTube there's this one guy who's like, oh, I can't wait to the new DLC, all the cheeses. It's like, just play the game normally. If you're good at it, you'll play it normally, but I'm not going to debate anything in this video. The new abilities of the Cabal and all that, of the Taken, I don't want to have, like I said, imagine a phalanx blade dancing, or imagine a captain with the Lord of Wolves gunslinging, whatever you want to call it. That'd just be a big screw you. Overall, I personally think that the Taken King is going to be a good DLC. If you guys have anything, if you guys want to know any questions, or if you want to read this yourselves, like I said, comment down below. I will put the Reddit link in the description. Now, it will contain spoilers, so probably should have said that at the beginning of the video. Who cares? You're halfway through it anyways. So, as you can see, we have the Night Stalker class, which the enemies will probably end up using against us. That's actually pretty cool. I like how they're making it so the enemies actually have supers and they're not easy to kill. They're much harder, they're much tougher. They're basically like mini bosses, only they'll screw you up more, which it'll be interesting. So we are going to work on the next list, and this is actually a pretty good list right here, guys. I am actually questioning it a lot, actually. Bungie is currently working on a new form for Ascending for Year 2 that I couldn't be told too much about. Stated, it is too complicated to explain, but it will be similar to the current form of Ascending that we know already. I assume from what they said, it meant that they could go deeper into detail about all this time. It will always have a way to customize yourself to be different than any other Guardians, possibly shaders for guns. Now, I have too many shaders and not enough character space. Hopefully they put in more vault space. That's what I really want to see on this list. Unfortunately, it's not on that list. I wish it was, but it's not. Shaders for guns. That'd be really cool. A Galahorn with Glowhoo, or maybe a Suros with the Revenant shader from Dead Orbit. I personally think that that would be a nice touch to the game, and they should do this. Just because so then you can have more variety. It'd be cool. It'd be nice. You can actually move your shaders, and you can have a lot more. Everyone who doesn't have their shaders filled, you have a problem. Go buy more shaders. I'm just joking. Don't do that. Or whatever. Now for Destiny 2.0, which is the next on the list. Destiny 2.0 will be a completely new game. It is titled currently as Destiny 2 The Shattered Suns, and is planned for release on September of 2016, so probably the 15th of September. I believe that's when the Taken King comes out, either the 15th or the 8th, whatever. You still will be using your current characters, guys, so don't worry about that. But it will be heavily focused on Osiris and his endeavors, as he is the main quest giver in the game. So we will be able to see Osiris, and even though he has the trial of Osiris, and we go to Mercury at the lighthouse, I really want to talk to him and do his quests and see what he has to offer. A new form of enemy is said to be in development. Everyone knows the Skull of Dire Amakara. That is what people have been saying on this list here. It says possibly Amakara. I don't know what an Amakara is, but it stumbled out of a Vex Gate. That's what the Skulls of Dire Amakara say. And anything that stumbles out of a Vex Gate is probably either robotic or semi-organic. Or maybe it's a ancient race. I don't know. I'm getting ahead of myself. Couldn't get a straight answer from anyone on that. It's also supported to be a big player in Destiny 2 The Shattered Suns. The main area in which the Guardians will explore. Bungie has also hired on Hollywood writers for the story of this game as well. A new voice for the Ghost is also being implemented. So if they have Samuel L. Jackson as the Ghost, that'll be fucking amazing. Pardon my French there, but it will be amazing. I want to have Samuel L. Jackson every time I kill one. English, motherfucker, do you speak it? You know, Pulp Fiction. Destiny 2 The Shattered Suns. Hopefully that the lighthouse will be accessible to everyone, because I know for a fact they're putting in vendors. And hopefully that comes very soon. Obviously, hopefully it comes really soon the next year. Because I really want to go to... I've already been to Mercury, but I've really boycotted Trials of Osiris until they come out with the hand cannon patch. Bungie apparently stated they are not going to be continuing with the DLCs, but instead release free raids, planets, etc. throughout the time. They will only be continuing with the game after the Taken King and its successor DLCs. So once we have the Taken King, in either December or January, we will have a new DLC after the Taken King, and then in the same month the House of Wolves came out, which is like April or May or whatever, then we'll have another DLC, and then after that we'll have free raids and free planets, which I think is actually worth it. They should, every month, they should have a new exotic come out and a mission that tells you the story of that exotic. That's what they should do. That's my idea. If anyone steals it, I'll kill you. Seriously. But I think that would really help players, and it would put people more in the game. So then every time they go on Destiny, they're like, oh boy, I have something to do. Because now we're just waiting for the new DLC to drop, and that's boring. Hopefully the free raids and planets, hopefully we get to go to a new solar system. They come up with a different solar system than just ours, or maybe we can have Pluto, because apparently that's a planet, or is it? Debate that in the comments. Okay, the last one. Finally, as a bonus, there is not going to be trading implemented into the game ever, unfortunately. Stated, Activision got sent a letter regarding what not to do in an MMORPG from Blizzard. Blizzard Entertainment is from World of Warcraft and Diablo. And trading was on that list. Also that there is no sixth chest in the Vault of Glass, or has only been known by a small group of people in the studio. It was just a bluff to keep us occupied for the Taken King, most likely. That, I think, is false, because both my brother and I and all of our friends have gone to areas in the Vault of Glass, which most likely there could be a chest, but we have to flawlessly raid a hard raid. That was the rumor, but I'm not sure if that's true or not. And like it said, it was probably stuff to keep us occupied for the Taken King, which Bungie was very smart on that. But yeah, unfortunately, there's not going to be trading implemented into the game. I think that that's a big mistake, but again, what can you do? Blizzard does not want that. If they do, they can possibly sue Bungie and all of its assets, which would be funny, but at the same time, we can't let that happen, because then Destiny would not have its 10-year expansion, or would it be 9-year, technically? But yes, guys, that is all of the rumors surrounding each of the Destiny Taken King Reddit forums. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Also, Destiny the Taken King will release pretty soon, so if you guys haven't have 3 characters that are 34, go out there, play Destiny, do whatever you got. I am posting a video, or I have posted a video, that you can, when you get an exotic, you can level up in 3 hours or less. I had originally said 6 hours, but that's all depending on which bounties you do, and 3 hours is not a lot of time to level up an exotic. Destiny the Taken King is going to be one of the greatest DLCs for this game. I can already tell because of these patch notes. I'm excited for the game, aren't you? Go pre-order the Destiny expansion right now. You get everything as usual, guys. It's basically good. Go out now. Also, if you haven't already, complete the triumphs for Destiny. They are a must for you to get what is coming right now. Right here, guys, is the Sparrow, the armor shader, and the Year 1 emblem. If you guys haven't already seen this, it is one of the most greatest things I've ever seen. The shader looks good on the Hunter, looks fantastic on the Titan, looks great on the Warlock, and shaders don't look good on the Hunter. So, if this doesn't tell you to buy the game, or, sorry, do the triumphs, then I don't know what will. But I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Here's the video. Here's a picture of the Titan. Look how sexy he looks for all my players that like Titans. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I will post it in the comment section below. I mean, the description, sorry, of what it says on the Reddit forums. You can read them yourself if you want. If you don't want to listen to me, but I would recommend listening to me, because I'm. Fuck it. You're at the end of the video. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you on the next video. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much.